Hi everyone! So I know I haven't done a sit down chatty video for ages and I'm sorry, but I'm back with a good one. I'm back with a bit of nostalgia. Yes, I'm going to be looking at my style evolution. And the reason why I wanted to do this video is obviously because I've got a big birthday coming up. Probably haven't mentioned it much. I'm going to be 30. I'm going to be 30 in a matter of days. And, you know, I love looking back at old photos. I love documenting things. So I thought it would be a good idea to look at how my style has evolved throughout my 20s. I've pretty much gone from footless tights to fancy frocks, you know. We all have to start somewhere, and I know a few bloggers who've also done this video. I've watched Lizzie's, I've watched Liv's, and it's quite interesting to see that we all started out with, you know, similar dodgy trends before evolving into what you see today. We can just have a laugh at old pictures, and I'd love it if you would let me know how your style has evolved as well. As always, if you enjoy this video, I'd love it if you'd give it a thumbs up. You know, it'd make my day, and it's, you know, it's gonna be my birthday, so it could be your present to me. And if you want to subscribe, that'd be amazing. Right, so yeah. Let's get started. So we're going to start off with 2007. So I turned 20 in 2007. I had been working in Topshop for a little while, so my wardrobe was like 99% Topshop. I had a little bit of, you know, money coming in. I had a staff discount, obviously, and I would see things in the shop and just buy them the same day. It wasn't very considered. I also started uni, so I had a little bit of student loan. I think the first thing I bought with my student loan was a leather jacket. There's a lot of the Kate Moss for Topshop range, so I was obsessed. I think at work they let us get in a bit early to buy the pieces. So I bought the black one-shoulder dress, which I was just obsessed with. I wore that for the Freshers' Ball. Yeah, I think that was a Celia Birtwell for Topshop dress. I would literally just buy any Topshop collaboration. There's also a waist belt. I loved waist belts at the time. I just wanted to cinch everything in. Also shorts and leggings. No. Shorts and leggings, no. And I had fake bags as well. I had a fake Marc Jacobs bag that I bought in Hong Kong. Oh god. And then I've got this American Apparel, like, you know, they used to do like lame. I think it was a dress and a skirt. So it was 2 in 1, so I thought I was getting a good deal. And I would wear that out. And I have tights which were white on the front and black on the back. So I was obsessed with crazy tights at that time. I would wear any pattern, any colour, like anything goes. This dress is interesting. This is a vintage dress that I got off eBay. As much as I loved the high street, I also really loved 50s prom dresses, so I would always be on the hunt for those. And I was so glad when I managed to get this one on eBay for like a really reasonable price. It just about fit. I really had to, like, I think the first few times I tried it on I got stuck in it. I used to wear a lot of Motel, so this is like a Motel Rocks 2-in-1 dress. So it looks like you're wearing a top and a skirt, but it was really a dress. I thought I was, yeah, cool that way. And then I had to finish it off with a waist belt, of course, because it was like 2007 to 2008. Don't forget the footless tights and the heels together. Would I wear any of it today? I don't know. I still have one of the vintage skirts. Probably wouldn't wear much of it. I think I was just quite, you know, experimental at that time. So I was just figuring things out, and, you know, it's the first time I'd had a little bit of money to play with. So of course I was gonna make mistakes. So when I was 21, I started blogging, and this just opened up a whole world of inspiration. I think one of the first blogs I started reading was Style Bubble, so I loved anything that Susie Bubble was wearing, and she would also post a lot of inspiration. I think I wanted to buy more quality, even though I couldn't afford it, but it gave me, you know, different places to look. Also Etsy, like, it introduced me to Etsy, and there were sellers where you could buy, like, create your own jewelry kits. I think I had an octopus necklace that I made. I think it just gave me different ways to express my individuality. I don't even know what this is. I used to want to layer like different elements together, so I've got like a cardigan with a vest top over a bit of a lace crop top and then boots. I don't know why I'm doing that pose. It's weird. And then the craziest combo ever, a polka dot red skirt with zigzag purple tights. And I remember going into the bank and this guy just looked at me like, what are you doing? I appreciate my creativity of the time. Also love brogues as well. I had so many pairs of brogues. I bought my first designer bags. That was a Luella bag from Bicester Village. I think I liked the idea of owning something designer and something Luella as well. Like, Luella does not exist anymore in, you know, in that form. So I think I just bought things for different reasons to, like, why I'd buy them now. Crazy tights. So there's a pair of tights with like corsetry detailing all up the leg. I bought shoes that I realised I could never walk in, but I still kept them. so bad. Loved leggings, floral leggings. I think I had like stripy leggings, spotty leggings, every kind of leggings you could imagine. There's not really much colour, like it's quite muted and neutral, and I don't know if that just reflects the trends that were happening at the time. So if we look at age 23 to 24, so this was when I moved to New York, so I had my placement year, got to move to New York for 6 months, so that was pretty cool. Like there was a girl at work, I was obsessed with her style. It was just so effortless, and I think I would try and emulate it, but obviously it was just not effortless at all. Again, I love the grungy style. I'd always be trying to look for the perfect oversized top to wear with leggings. I just wanted that look, like off-duty model look. I loved worker boots. I had these like lace-up boots, I think from Steve Madden, but I think they would, the laces would like accidentally knot together as I was walking, so I'd literally like trip over my own feet, but I still kept them. Tartan tights. There was a coat that I bought off eBay for like £5. That was I just loved finding bargains. I wanted to get good quality clothing, but for a really low price. So I did shop a lot on eBay back then. I had a lot more patience, like now I just wouldn't. It's a bit overwhelming, but back then I just really loved, you know, the thrill of discovering something unique. Okay, so there's an 80s cardigan. There were loads of really cool vintage shops. I also had this obsession with making my own jewellery that lasted about a week. And I think I did a blog post and I was like, I'm gonna make my own jewellery. I went to this shop where you could buy chains, and then I made one thing. Oh god, these poses as well. I would take pictures like after a long day at my internship, so I looked really tired, but I kept persevering. Because of blogging, I would just buy things from really like obscure shops. So I think there was a shop called Swing, and I bought this dress, and I think it came all the way from Singapore. You know, it's quite cool. I think I was a bit more daring in certain ways. And then when I came back, I had my final year at university, and I think I just wanted to make an effort every day. Like I didn't want to wear like a t-shirt and jeans. I thought it was boring. I thought I need to have a full look. I'm a fashion student, you know, I need to be well put together. But now I look back, I'm like, what is this? The weirdest look is probably the trilby, spotty skirt, cardigan, like brogue, knee-high socks, tights combination. Like it's the most bizarre thing. I don't know, I feel like I was playing a character of sorts some days. I think every blogger had a Peter Pan collar stage. A lot of Topshop. I spent a lot of money in Topshop. I also love Japanese street style. I loved looking at fruits and, you know, random websites, and I love that kind of oversized layered looks. I tried to incorporate a bit of that. So age 24 to 25, that's when I started my first job. I had a little bit more money coming in. I was able to buy a decent camera. I was able to still be creative at my job, but I didn't want to push it too far. So I think outside of work, I was a little bit crazier, or what I thought was crazy at the time. Leather shorts, ooh, leather shorts, midi dresses, a lot of motels still, vintage. I started going to Fashion Week, or like putting more effort into Fashion Week outfits, but I just know that I was never really going to get snapped with what I was wearing, but I always hoped to get street style snapped. It was my goal. Satchels as well. I was obsessed with satchels. I had about 5 satchels. It was crazy. Still like a mixture of different styles, grungy and girly, that I was sort of trying to like fight with. Started to wear printed trousers. I think the thing that I really liked having was an element of wrong in whatever I was wearing. So I never wanted to wear a really pretty dress with really pretty shoes. I'd have to wear like slightly ugly shoes and toughen it up. So that was my thing. Probably wouldn't do that now in the same way. Like some of these outfits look a bit jarring. I also had disco pants. American Apparel disco pants. I tried to like style them in an outfit, and then my dad was like, are you going to Zumba? And I never wore them again. I was quite playful, but then was gradually starting to incorporate a few more sophisticated items. I had some like, you know, nice jackets, drapey trench coats. I was starting to embrace a bit of embroidery and boho. So I can see things starting to mature slightly. You have to look quite hard. So age 26, I started blogging full time. So I was just, I guess, having to work on everything a lot more, like my style, my imagery. I would, you know, find better backdrops. I would attempt better posing. Didn't have as much bitch face, basically. I start to cringe less when I'm looking at the photos. I invested in some really nice pieces. I've got an APC coat I still wear today. Still wanted to have a little bit of fun, but I started to get a little bit more, you know, sophisticated, or like my version of it. So the tights were less crazy. I also bought my first leopard print fur coat. I used to be really against leopard print in the beginning, but then I found a really cool coat on ASOS. I think it was £12. It was ridiculous. and I bought it and I was like, oh my god, it goes with so much, like I love it. So yeah, that's when I'm starting to see my style like really take shape. I still had some like retro dresses, but then I also wanted to be a little bit more sophisticated at times. I love cords. I started to become obsessed with cords. Some of these pieces I still wear today. Like I've got some of the dresses, some of them just about fit, some of the jackets. Still loved a collar occasionally, but I feel like it's all just getting a bit more cohesive. I just had to think to myself, like, I'm not going to just buy the first thing that comes along, but I'm going to wait and find the perfect version of that thing that will work for me. Age 28 onwards, it's starting to look a bit more like what I wear now. It's playful, but in a different way. Like, I don't want to put things together that are a bit too jarring, or like, I don't need the element of wrong. It's like, I have nothing to prove. Like, I feel a lot more comfortable in what I'm wearing. So I really started to like embroidery. Like I've got this gorgeous ASOS embroidered dress in there. I think everything just becomes a lot more well thought out. Like there's a bit of House of Hackney. It's all looking, you know, pretty nice, if I do say so myself. A little bit of 70s. You know, I think I just became a lot more secure in certain ways. I just think I just refined everything a bit more. And I don't know if it was a combination of just, you know, knowing what worked for me and thinking, I'm just going to stick to that. Definitely cringing a lot less. Still like my fit and flare dresses, but I just want it to have a new spin, or, you know, really something really creative or unusual. I think my style is just really playing with colour, texture and pattern creatively and thoughtfully. And now it's less jarring. Like I'm not afraid to be just in a really pretty dress and pretty shoes, and leave it at that. I might still add a leather jacket. It's interesting, I've had one leather jacket that I've worn throughout my 20s, so I think I'm probably going to do a blog post on that. And if I want a certain trend, I wait until the right item comes along. So yeah, that's my style evolution. So I'd love to know how your style has evolved over the years. Like, did you go through the same stages of like being obsessed with American Apparel or footless tights? Let me know. If you've got any pictures you want to share with me, let me know. You can slide into my DMs if you want. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. As always, I'd love it if you subscribed. It would make my day. Leave a comment, and I will see you very soon. Bye! We're actually gonna see a live proposal. It's Liv. She's getting engaged and she doesn't know it. We know, but she doesn't know. I think I might still try and do the clip-ins. Oh wow. Why do I feel like I've got a mullet? I thought this was gonna be easy.